yeah. Fire, fire, yeah.
All right, what is this? Breaking news! Americans will soon be able to use Klarna's buy now, pay later option to subscribe to OnlyFans. Cool now, pay later. Yes, wonderful. So this has a community note. For some context, a search of the Klarna press and social media feeds have zero mention of a collaboration with OnlyFans. There's also no mention of a collaboration and on the OnlyFans newsroom. Hear me out. I initially thought before this community note came out, I did do some research and I thought it was real because I saw some things that were like rumoring and saying things. There wasn't anything confirmed, but I made the joke anyway. I made a tweet and I said, what did I say again? Taking out a loan to Coob is, you know, it's diabolical. That's what I said. And I still think it's funny to this day. But chat, hear me out. I know it's not real, right? We do take community notes seriously. It's not real, but it could be. It could be real, chat. You can literally use the buy now, pay later options for fucking cheeseburger and McNuggets at McDonald's, okay? That's why I believed it when I first saw it. Because I can totally see this happening. You take a loan out on interest and then you do your business and then you're left with the debt. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna make a not so bold but very obvious prediction. This is gonna be a thing. I think we might get there. Imagine the post-nut clarity. Oh my god, imagine you wake up the next day after like a really serious goon sesh, and then you have like a surcharge of like, I don't know, $40, and you're probably broke, right? And then you wake up and it's like, fuck, man, my credit card is $40. Oh my god, I can't afford that. That was like my last $40 until my next paycheck. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a thing very soon. I don't know. Call me crazy. I didn't think we would get mixed. I didn't think we would get installment plans for chicken nuggets, and I was completely wrong. That's a real thing. I'm not being facetious. Right? I would not be shocked in the slightest if within a few years of this joke post, you're gonna be able to buy now, pay later for OnlyFans subscriptions. It just makes sense, okay? Like when dudes are horny, with girls it's a little bit different, but with boys, when you're horny, all logic goes out the window. With girls it's a little bit more gradual because that's just how girl mechanics work. Guy mechanics is like instant. That's how you get, you know, you're gonna arouse a little bit, you get a little bit. You see some boobies and you're like, oh, that's nice. Girls is a little bit more nuanced. You have to like, you know, do things, you have to think about it. Maybe you're into it, maybe you're not. But when dudes are horny, all logic goes out the window. That's why they call it post-nut clarity. Like, yeah, girls do have it to an extent, but girls, it takes a little bit build-up. Horny? Yeah, horny. You get a little bit gooned out. Guy mechanics, who's ready for a skill check? Yeah. Girls, it takes a little bit to get it going, right? Excuse me. But that's what they call it, post-nut clarity. Like, I can 100% see horny dudes thinking with their pee-pee, and then they hit the buy now, pay later option because they can't afford it yet. So they subscribe to an OnlyFans girl, and then they beat off, right? Like, I don't know. I do think, like, yeah, it's great that we have community notes, but at the same time, this is not an if, it's more of a when, in my opinion. That's how strip clubs work, I think. Can you use a credit card on a strip club? I don't know. I've never been to one, but like maybe, probably.
For the average person who is making $50,000, that's a good person. What does dating look like for them? So if you're making $50,000, don't date.
What? Is it worth spending money on women? You know what is worth it? The SmugAlana body pillow. Get yours today. If girls would have post-nut clarity, there wouldn't be a book talk. Yeah, girls feel no shame. Apparently. Yeah. Slice it between their cheeks. Yeah, between their boobies. Yeah. I thought the fun was sticking dollar bills in their bras, though. Yeah, I would say it's a little bit of a shame that we've moved into like a cashless society. I do like the feeling of like handing over cash to someone else. It's a nice feeling because it's quantitative. It feels, I wouldn't say personal, but like, you know, you're just handing money. Whereas like with a credit card, it's like psh, or like a debit card, you go psh, and that's it. It doesn't feel very nice, in my opinion. But to go back to this, the worst thing about this is to me like the principle of it all, to be honest. Like borrowing money so you can come is diabolical. This whole thing reminds me of the time I watched this like true stories murder documentary show, and this guy was addicted to cam girls. This is a very famous case, actually. People probably already know about it. I talked about it on stream a few years ago. He spent all of his time and money watching cam girls from like Romania or something, like somewhere in the Balkans. So his family staged an intervention because he was spending thousands and thousands of dollars, like maxing out credit cards and shit, to talk to these girls. And they were like, you know, messaging him back, and they would get money, and they, you know, take the money. And I don't blame them. Like, I'm not blaming these girls at all. Don't get me wrong. So they sent him to rehab as well after the intervention because it was unironically like ruining his life. And when the guy got out of rehab, I think it was like 3 to 4 months later, he was, you know, supposedly fine. He went through the treatment. The people were like, yeah, okay, we can let him go. When the guy got out of rehab, chat, listen, get real close. He waited for his parents and brother to get him. He went to their, they went back to his house. He ambushed them while their back was turned. Murked all of them. I don't want to use the word too much because YouTube doesn't like that fucking word. But he basically ended them all. Stole their wallets. I shit you not. Look this up. He stole their wallets, stole their credit cards, and then took his car and drove, I shit you not, like a block away, literally down the street, into a parking lot of like some sort of business in the middle, and parked like because there was no cars around, and got to the Wi-Fi, and he donated like $10,000 to his favorite cam girl, probably gooned out with the stolen credit cards, and then jerked off in his car and then drove back home. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Look it up. What's his name? I don't remember. Like, but this is a famous case. It's an actual real thing. Prestiged his family to Prestiged his family to Goon is crazy. That's a COD reference. Grant Amato. Yes, that was the name. Yes, and he murked his fucking brother. He also, the most cruelest thing about this is that he did this behind their back. Yeah. He like actually, like his parents were turned around or something. They were like not looking at him, and he just game ended them. Got her in the back of the head. Yes, so fucked up. And it's horrible, horrible thing. And I know we're laughing about it, but like think about in what kind of state of mind you have to be to fucking do that. The guy literally murked he wiped out his fucking family so that he could goon. How fucked is that? The post-nut clarity will hit harder than ever. Oh man, I got a surcharge of $200. How fucking horrible it is when that debt comes in. Is there anything more pathetic than a borrowed wank? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're taking out a loan on interest to Goon. Oh my god. Itachi's family to Goon. You guys are crazy. Already locked in. I'm now paying $4 a month for 24 months. Oh my god. I think personally credit cards and debt and social credit score, it's not social credit, what am I saying? Dude, friggin' not social credit, but credit scores in general, I think they're cringe. So yeah, already locked in. I'm paying off my 20-piece chicken nugget over 24 months. It will contribute a huge level of debt and sexual addiction. I agree. I think this is gonna, like, if this ever comes true, which I don't know, I think it might. It's just a matter of time in my personal opinion. And then, I don't know, maybe they'll fucking ban it in 50 years. But I think this will contribute to, like, a massive epidemic. I'm trying to be clever. Damn, whatever deity's up there, down there, sideways. I don't know. I think they're a little bit disappointed, probably. Yeah, you might not believe in Jesus, but damn. Flooded again. Crazy. Born too late to buy a home. Born too soon to explore space. Born just in time to finance a pizza from Domino's. That's what I'm saying. People thought this was dystopian. No, I'm serious. Like, you think this is a joke. You tell someone 20 years ago that you would be able to buy a pizza on credit, they would laugh in your fucking face. Like, not that it would stop you from swiping your credit card for food. Don't get me wrong. It's not any different from that. But this is, like, actively encouraged on the website. I hate that fucking stupid thing that pops up when you pay with something on PayPal. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Where it says, like, oh, do you want to pay this item off or this thing off with four installment plans? And you're just like, bro, like, what? Oh my god. Why are you lying? I don't think this is that deep. Ah, sweet, man-made horror is beyond my comprehension. Caleb Hammer's gonna have a field day with this. No, don't do it! Bro, if I got someone to tell me about this, someone I would be talking to them, I'd be buying land. Yeah, if you got that kind of money, I guess. But Alana, it's only $6 a month for 6 months. Yeah, I love that. Cheese and crackers, man. I saw these quote retweets. There's quite a lot of these quote retweets. Someone said they're calling it the most Jewish combination of all time. I did look through all the quote retweets and all the comments, chat. This is like the most liked post by like, I want to say like 20 times. It's not even fucking close. I don't know when it happened, but at some point, I feel like 4chan and Instagram Reels must have broken containment. It's unironically insane how many people are saying this. This isn't like the only person. Extinction level indicator. Bro, I don't know. I think you think he's joking, but it becomes but like if it becomes popular to finance your need to freaking coom, like all I'm saying is like the birth rates are bad as it is. I don't think it looks very good, chat. I don't. Usury and porn? What's that word? Usury. Is that a slur? Illegal action of or practice of lending money at unreasonably high rates of interest. Yeah, interest rates on like, imagine you get an OnlyFans interest rate loan and it's like 50%. Imagine. Loan shark type shit. Dude, they break your legs. They take your kneecaps. You didn't pay off your OnlyFans gooner payment? It's time to break your legs, son. Sorry, buddy. We need payment right now. Like, dead ass, I think this is so bad if this comes true. Don't jork it for a month. A breeze will jork you for free. Wow, that's some self-control. That is. What is this? Nastiest part of this is the psychological condition nice people are in. There was a study that showed people were basically hallucinating and went to OnlyFans to get replies from girls, which is automated because they're bots. Every degenerate niche is possible in a few clicks, but they want connections. I don't know what he's talking about with like the hallucinating stuff, but you'd have to be on some kind of, I don't know, like maybe using some kind of drugs to believe that those replies are actually the girls that you're subscribing to. Like we've talked about this before. I've talked about this many times. Those are gay Brazilian men being paid to respond to you. It's a very common strat. I think Amaranth used to talk about it back when she was like #1 on OnlyFans, like, I don't know, back in like 2020 or something. Like, obviously, you expect a singular girl with like millions of subscribers, and she's probably streaming too, because Amaranth streamed, for example. How could she possibly be replying to you while she's streaming? Are you retarded? Like, you really think she's like going off screen fucking This was before AI, by the way. Like 2020, the AI wasn't good enough to reply to you and stuff. Now I probably think it's all AI. It's not, it's very likely not people. But back in 2020 and like 2019, when OnlyFans was just taking off. Jesus, man, my innuendos today are kind of crazy. But when they were taking off, I think there were people, but then AI took over. Getting off, Goon Brain, it's over for you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I like expecting like a singular girl with millions of subscribers to be replying to you, and she's probably getting like hundreds of DMs at every minute. To be able to respond to every single one? No, of course not, man. You're talking to like a dude or an AI being paid to pretend it's her. Like, there's no shot, like, you actually believe that shit. And you have to be so gooned out to believe it, too. I've actually... So, you guys know on Twitch, you're allowed to run reruns of, old streams as long as you're advertising them, which is fine, as long as you're honest about it. But there's girls who do, like, OnlyFans, and then they stream, and they have, like, a 24/7 stream. And then there's people typing in chat, like, is this live? And then they start talking to them like they're real people, like they're like it's a live thing, and they're talking back to them and like chatting, and I'm like, you do realize it's a recording? Like, she's not gonna reply to you and like read your fucking chat message. Like, it's insane to me, like people like that exist, right? Absolutely crazy. This is like hitting at least 4 of the deadly sins at once. I don't know. I saw this. I thought it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think we need a new sin for this. Like, what kind of what is a combination of the 4 sins? This is like gluttony, lust. I would argue this is also like a downfall of pride. Vanity. No, we need like a new one. Maybe it's like called goonery. Goonery. Like gluttony, but gooning. Goonery. That's lust. No. This is like a step above lust. This is goonery. That's so funny, dude. Oh, we're so cooked, man. Need to be able to bet on whether or not you'll be able to pay off the Klarna loan when it comes due. Oh, this person has seen the what is it called? The betting, the gambling, betting against yourself if you're gonna pay off your debt. Oh my god, that's another layer to this. That's so fucked up. Yeah, you bet against yourself, and then the company bets on you to pay off or to not pay off the debt. And then they break your legs if you don't make it. Polymarket? No, it's another company. It's not Polymarket. It's different. I forget what it's called. I do it. Kalshi? No, it's not Kalshi. They do what? I'll explain it. I'll try and explain as best I can. I'm not really good at explaining stuff financially. I understand it, but explaining is different. So, you place a bet. For example, you have rent, it's $800, and then it includes all your utilities. You make a bet with this company to bet against yourself or for yourself. And then if you meet it or not, it depends. They'll pay you out double if you do meet it. If you don't, you have to pay them back, and then you go into further debt. That's literally it. It's like an actual thing. I forget what the company's called, but... Fraud? No, it's not. It's a real thing.
Fire, 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 fire.